Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa on Monday urged the federal government to speak on the Ŕđśm menace, as he insisted that clarifying the situation would help to douse tension in the country. He, however, refused to make an anti-grazing law in the state as a measure to curtail the excesses of the nomads, preferring a better solution to the incessant clashes between Ŕđśm and farmers. Okowa stated this while presenting 35 new HELOS vans to security agencies in the state, noting that there were better ways of dealing with the clashes, which have been yielding results in the state. He said, "Anybody who carries arms in the name of Ẹ́đśm is a criminal, as they are not licensed. The state does not need a uniform security mechanism like Amotekun in the southwest, but we need to improve on existing security architecture and synergy between stakeholders. There was need to be careful not to adopt laws that would be at variance with federal government's laws. The southwest states have studied their peculiar security situation and decided to adopt what was best for them. To strengthen community policing, we commend the Inspector General of Police IGP Adamu for being at the forefront in advocating community policing as the best security mechanism to address crime across the country." Governor Okowa stressed that the federal government has a lot to do in addressing the security issues, noting Delta was not in isolation as far as the security challenge in Nigeria are concerned. However, incidents of herders and farmers clashes, armed robbery, kidnapping and cultism were on the decline in the last few months, while expressing concerns about the attitude of criminally minded Ẹ́đśm who invade communities and attempt to take over farmlands and brandishing AK-47 assault rifles. He further said, as it concerns Ẹ́đśm menace, the federal government needs to do a lot. He said we need strong statements on what should be done for the security agencies to better do their work. If you are going into any particular place, it is only fair that you don't walk into a community and seize the place. That is not right, and for anybody who carries arms in the name of a Ẹ́đśm, it is obviously wrong. They are not licensed to carry arms, not to talk about AK-47 assault rifles, and anyone seen carrying arms is a criminal. Beyond those that carry arms, you don't walk into a farm and begin to graze on the farmland. That is not the way it should be. So there are a whole lot of issues and we need strong voice from the federal authorities, which we assist security agencies to tackle security challenges in the country, he said. So guys, Governor Okowa of Delta State said many things, and you could see where he stands. On the issue of they have been beginning to take some drastic action, and which is reading results in Delta State. I think I really want to align with him on that, because they've been taking some decisions, and first and foremost, I think this issue of security is something that they really need to deliberate and know how best they are going to do to go about it. But first thing first, which they are talking about, the ban of the cow meat, the consumption and sales of cow meat, they really want to ban it, which some communities started before they raised that submission, or they brought about that narratives, but the state government is taking over, which is the best thing to do. By the time they enact it in law, definitely there will be no market. There will be no market for those people, because there is no way you are going to be eating something that is detrimental to you, because you're all in the name you want to eat meat. At the end of the day, you will not have rest of mind. Let them start from from little by little, then they will gravitate to issue of the security itself proper. They need to do something, whichever way they want to do it. So it is not really by, okay, you want to go in the way of other regions, the way they have done it. The most important thing at the end of the day, that the same goal that the protecting people's lives and their properties being met, that is what is important. How they are going to do it is not of anyone's business, but the only thing is that just get the job done. And more so again, it's telling the president, it's telling the federal government. Of course, the president has to speak, or those who are always speaking on his behalf, those who are his spokespeople, because they will tell you, Gabashi will say this. Of course, they always say, according to what the president said, they are going to relate the message to the people. But one thing is that he needs to say something, which we have been talking about, and I've been saying it. He has not made a categorical statement like somebody who is really main business that want to tackle this issue. He's pussyfooty about a lot of things, and a lot of people can really see where it's really coming from. Most especially when he talked about, oh, don't take laws into your hands, and those people to the security people. And also, if you really listen well to what Okowa is saying, the last statement he said, it carries volumes, very, very big volume. Is so weighty. He said there are a whole lot of issues, and we need strong voice from the federal authorities, which we assist security agencies to tackle security challenges. I don't know if you get it, that they need a strong voice, that we need strong voice from the federal authorities. That means until they give them go ahead, because they've not given them green light. And that's why you see that police are just like kind of a reluctant. They are pussyfooty across the country, across where the states that have been having problem with this Ŕđśm, across the country. You will see that the police are just like, it's like they are waiting for order to carry out those things. Somebody has not spoken. Somebody has not said something that will encourage them to do what they are supposed to do. So can you now see that the police or the security, whatever, they are not dependent? But if it were to be, do they need, or do we need the president to speak before police will carry out their duties on those who are committing offense? But if somebody steals what is it called, like all these mania things, or all these petty things, or as the worst case, all these Yahoo boys, have we ever waited to hear a strong voice from the federal government that they need to carry out those their duties before they arrest those people? No, they don't do that. That is to tell you that, according to what the governor is trying to say, they all know that the power that be at the center, they are the ones supporting these people. They are the ones backing them. And that's why you can see that this Mietiala, they will just come and be making out some kind of statement that even other groups cannot make. That even if other people are making such statements that this Mietiala are always coming out to make, the DSS would have sunk into action. That is just the way it is. So for him to say they need a strong voice so that it will help the security, the agencies to tackle security challenges, they need that voice. What else do they need? Is the constitution not there? Are the laws not there? Don't they know what they're supposed to do when this kind of a thing, things are happening? Those who are committing havoc. So if you go and steal now, so they need a permission. Because that is just what it means, in my opinion. In my own understanding, that is what it means. That they just need that strong voice before they can do this. Strong voice in what sense? I don't get. If you know what I'm thinking, if you know, you know. That is to tell you that they are waiting for the power from above to do something. So they've not been given go ahead to be arresting these people. And those who have been making some kind of statements from the corner or the angle of the Ŕđśm, they know what they are doing. They know that there's a backing from the top. And that's why they can talk whatever they want to say. And nobody arrests them. But God help you that you're on your own, and you are talking about the government. You will see how they are going to come for you. You can just imagine what happened at the burial, the burial of the Nnamdi Kanu's parents' burial. You know what happened. See how they transported themselves to that place just because of what private citizens event, which is not a government party. It is not government event. They had to go there. Who are they looking for? I don't know. But when it comes to this Ẹ́đśm, everybody is talking day in, day out. It's written all over the place. It's written on the wall that the government knows what is happening, and they don't want to do anything. And for the governor to be saying they need a strong voice so that it will help the security agencies to tackle the challenges in this country, the security challenges in this country. And as I say, it's weighty. That statement is weighty. So, and Those are the things we are really expecting from those people who are working with the president. Of course, because they are eating, they cannot talk. A lot of them are afraid of him. They can't say anything. Maybe they are afraid of the cabas. But it's unfortunate that even other governors cannot even come. As they always tell you that you have a governors forums meeting and what have you. Yet they have not been able to issue statements concerning this, apart from what the Southwest has been doing. Why is it that from the federal government they are not making any statement concerning this? So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what a governor of Delta State is demanding from the federal government. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.